Namaste. Welcome to Be Your Own God. This is Sumaira. So friends, we're going to talk about meditation again, my favorite topic. I'm not going to ever advise you guys of something I haven't tried myself either for a short period of time or a long duration of time to give honest and good feedback. And you all may have different experiences. Feel free to give comments below so that we can all learn as a community. So today's topic is meditation. So I'm going to talk about 3 watches, 3 things you need to watch in order to have a better experience in meditation. But before that, let me go into a little story with you. This is a true event that happened to me. So I was on my spiritual path and I wanted to do a better meditation. I want to have deeper experience. So I met this fellow who has a huge following, and he talked to me about 4 things that I needed to give up. Not just me, the entire class and everybody who was in this program was no sex, no meat, no caffeine, and no intoxicants, things like alcohol and drugs. Most of the things to give up was no issue. I wasn't practicing those things anyway. However, some of them were really difficult. A couple of them were quite a challenge. And the resistance was so strong within that after the 60 days of practicing this, I didn't feel any better. However, I did understand the philosophy behind it, but theoretically, when I put it into practice, I just didn't get those results that I was hoping for. As a matter of fact, the resistance within me was so strong that I just couldn't wait for the program to be over. So, number one thing I will say when you're on this journey is that the desire has to be strong within for the change. But be careful with this. So you have 2 struggles. One, you know that to experience the higher energy levels, you may have to change or modify your behavior. But second is, if you are resisting, if you're fighting internally too much and it's too much of a struggle, you're not going to succeed anyway. So be on a watch out for your own internal battles. But now, many months thereafter, I still wanted to see and experience a higher spiritual progress, a better meditation experience. So I decided I will do 3 things. And I want to share these 3 tips with you. And you can experience this on your own. You can give it a little bit of a time. As long as the struggle is not too strong within, you should be fine. And that's why I'm not doing it as a program or as a class, because I feel like when you're ready and you really want to experience it on your own terms, the likelihood of you succeeding will be much greater. So keeping in mind some of these philosophies, I created 3 watches. So I call it my 3 watches. Watch number 1, watch what you eat. And what I mean by this is whatever we eat has an influence on our mind and our body and on our thoughts. I don't know if you have ever been on something called like the Atkins diet, in which the original Atkins back when, decades ago, was all about eating non-vegetarian stuff. Everything was just meat. And way back then, I even tried that, and I was so angry. Like by the end of week 1 of just eating nothing but non-vegetarian food, my temper was off the charts. I was angry, I was irritable, I was snapping at everyone, and I was just in a state of very much discontent, disharmony, imbalance. And I knew immediately that this was coming from eating only meat. See, folks, our bodies need a balance. We need the vegetarian food. We need the vegetables, the fruits, the healthy things, because that helps keep everything in balance. And I'm talking about our blood levels, our sugar levels, everything, just the physical as well as the mental as well as the spiritual. So watch what you eat. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about that, non-vegetarian versus vegetarian. Hey, I am not advocating one or judging anybody whether you're eating vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food. That's up to you, your choice. But I found that when I am not eating meat, the resistance and concentration and meditation does come down. Again, I'm talking from experience, to each his own. You'll have to experiment with this yourself, but experiment with it when you feel you're ready. So my first thing was, let me try giving up meat for a certain period of time and see how it feels. And the feeling was good. Being able to control the thoughts were better. I'm not trying, again, in meditation, your objective isn't to control your thoughts, but it is to bring down your thought level, the crazy, the mess, the monkey mind. And when we are eating healthy, when we're eating more fresh foods, foods that are higher in pranic energy, which is our life force energy, then everything is a little bit more smoother. So first, watch what you're eating. And eating doesn't only include vegetarian and non-vegetarian, but it also means eating things that are very high in sugar. Things high in sugar creates a mind fog, which is not good for us. When you have a mind fog, everything becomes a little bit more difficult, more challenging. Point 2, or watch number 2, watch what you drink. If you're drinking alcohol and drinking caffeine, it is going to affect your mind. These things are stimulants. So again, when I was on this journey, I'm like, let me try giving up those and see what happens. When it was done without resistance, because I am choosing to do this, the success was much better. So I haven't been drinking caffeine. I haven't been drinking alcohol. And meditation, concentration. So that was my journey. These are my experiences that I'm sharing with you. And again, try it when you're ready and see if you find a better experience in your meditation. Okay, so the third watch is watch the time. And I know some of you would be like, what are you talking about? But watching time is really an interesting thing. First of all, you should be pretty consistent in your meditation. Try to meditate at the same time every day, preferably twice a day, but if not, start once a day. But in our yogic culture and per Vedas, meditating during dawn and dusk are most beneficial because the mind and the earth's energies are such that concentration and meditation will be much easier to practice than if you're just meditating at any other time. Dawn meaning anywhere from like 3:30 in the morning to like 5:30 in the morning, give or take half an hour, and dusk, as well. So if you can do meditation twice a day, try it at these 2 times. Also be consistent with the time. You're training your mind. This is a training. It's not like you just sit down and you're silently sitting and that's meditation. That's not meditation. That's just silent sitting. And you first start your journey with concentration and then meditation. And so meditation, when you're sitting down, whether it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 25, 30, it doesn't matter. But if you can be consistent with the length of your time of meditation, you're starting to train your mind like, hey, we're going to sit down and we're going to meditate, and that's that. And so your mind starts saying, okay, I know I have to sit down and meditate. I know what I have to do. You want to go beyond the mind. And so now if you are able to go on, and I recognize the fact that everybody has a crazy schedule and we have busy work days, family commitments, and just a busy lifestyle. So necessarily waking up at dawn or meditating at dusk may be challenging. But if you can, even if it's one or the other or both, do give it a try. So when it comes to watching time, these are the things you're looking for. Watching the time of day you're meditating, watching the time in terms of length that you're meditating and how many times you're meditating. So be consistent. And when you're consistent, you will find that your mind automatically knows, hey, I need to do this. And less resistance and more success. Again, in this channel, we talk a lot about energy flows and what uplifts us. And one of the things is meditation for sure. These are just the 3 watches that I have found in my own experience that have made an impact. The takeaway from here is it has to come from within. If somebody just tries to tell you, hey, you need to do this starting now, give everything up tomorrow, you're going to resist and you're not going to find the success. So I'm giving you these tips to do it at your own pace. Whether you do 1, 2, or 3, it's up to you. But if you give it a try, I think you will find success. So these are just like 3 little meditation tips, and there will be more coming in the following videos. Right now, this is Samira signing out. Namaste. And people, my friends, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a like, subscribe, and a thumbs up.